Hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. Hi, Lamide. Hi, Kez.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
I'm very excited today because we have our very first guest,
yay!
Kez.
Yes, yes.
Guys, Kez is
I'm
literally
excited.
I'm excited too. But before we get into it, I do want to say that this is the part two or second try of this. So we
I
recorded
was
this.
wondering how far we're gonna go into the episode before we reveal that, but yeah.
Let's just put it on the
Take
table.
two.
Let's put it on the table, take two. And you know what's funny?
What?
I think I jinxed it because I was talking to someone last week just about the podcast in general. And they're like, oh, like how often do you guys have to do takes for each episode? I was like, oh, we never have to. We just do one and done, and that's it. And
Oh
then look
my
at us now.
god.
Was this
Oh
the
my
first time
god.
it happened?
This is the first time we're
Yeah.
having to re-record.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Okay, please don't feel bad for any reason.
I felt like it was my fault because of the
No.
No
connection.
way.
No, it wasn't your fault at all. Like at all. If anything, thank you for letting us like use you because we're learning so much about this whole experience
Of
and stuff.
course.
But
Definitely.
hi guys, welcome to another episode of Adult Puzzle. I hope you guys
That's
are
right.
enjoying, our episode releases every week.
Mm-hmm.
This week, I am so excited because I have Kezi Boo, my heart, my love,
Aw.
joining us. And it'll make sense why Kez is here. But first of all, I want to check in with Kez. Kez, how you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm so excited. I know this is our second time recording, but I'm still so excited. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, of course. I actually wanted to like sprinkle a little bit of spice to this one just to throw you off a little bit. I have some weird questions for you, Kez, if you're
Okay,
willing to answer.
sure.
What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
In okay, so when I was in Thailand, I
Hmm.
ate I tried cockroaches,
Oh,
grasshoppers,
oh,
and snake wine.
You're joking.
oh.
I'm not joking.
Did you say something is called snake wine?
Yeah. So like you should Google it. So in the wine there's
Okay.
like an actual dead snake, I think. But we
Oh,
don't eat the snake. We just drink the wine.
oh,
Wait.
oh,
Okay, so it's
oh.
not snake. It's just well, actually, it is snake in a wine, but it's
Oh,
it's
is a
real
Yeah.
snake
wine.
kind of like a sweetener or something?
No idea.
I feel like I would eat cockroaches and grasshoppers because they're like protein, right?
They're very high in protein.
Yeah, the snake wine might be pushing it for me just a
Oh,
little
I
bit.
actually did Google
Like
it.
it.
Snake wine. Ooh.
I
Is it
didn't like
Okay.
it. I'm so sorry.
you didn't like it?
I didn't like it. It tasted
I'm assuming
weird.
it's alcoholic.
I think so. I only had a bit because we were on a school trip and our teacher told us to try this for fun.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I see it now. Snake wine is an alcoholic beverage produced by infusing whole snakes in rice wine or grain alcohol. Interesting.
Yep.
Wow,
Yep.
rice wine is actually pretty good. So I can actually see it being a because rice wine is kind of sweet, right? It's like a little. It's like sangria. I just learned that about you.
What about you guys? Is
Um,
there anything in Nigeria that's like
Mm.
yeah, I do have a few things I think people think are weird. Snail. So we eat snail in
I've
Nigeria, and
never tried that.
I love
Oh, that's
snail. Lamide, do you like
delicious.
snail?
That is delicious. Yo,
It's so good.
Have you
peppered
guys tried
snails are like another level. Another
have
Hmm.
you guys
level.
tried
Of-
frogs?
Oh,
Ooh, no.
Kes.
It's
No.
honestly pretty good, I
Oh
think.
wow. You know the funny thing, you know what I just realized in like 2 quick seconds? You know
What?
how we mentioned snail and that was foreign to you?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Now you mentioning frog and that's foreign to me. It flips my mindset on me being receptive to stuff. So I know I've been laughing or being weird about, you mentioning frog or snake, but on the flip side, you've never tried snails before, and that sounds
Never.
pretty good to me and
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
weird to you. So I should be open to, maybe
Yeah.
the
Same.
ideas of,
Yeah.
you know.
It's just for sale. Have you tried this is gonna sound inhumane, but I promise it's good. We call it bush meat, but I think it's actually rabbits, like wild rabbits.
Oh, Lottie, you dropping gems right now.
That shit
Wait,
is
Have you
so
you
good, Ken.
Kez?
I'm not sure. I There might be some parts of Indonesia that, like, some people in different parts of Indo that eat
Mhm.
rabbits or even dogs, right? Like, do you guys eat dogs?
Okay, no,
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
so
Like stray
interesting
dogs
you
though.
interesting you brought that up, Kez, because I'm Nigerian, right? We are Nigerian, but
Yeah.
we low key there's a discrimination about people that eat dogs in Nigeria because they are people. In fact,
Oh
there's a
yeah.
particular tribe
Yeah.
that loves eating dogs, and they're known for it in
Okay.
Nigeria. So it's
I
like
think
an
same for
inside
us.
joke. You said?
I think same for us. Like a specific
Oh,
group of
interesting.
Indonesians.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That
Okay.
ate dogs, right? So
Yeah.
we kind of hate on them low key, and it's like an inside joke, like, oh, you dog eating people, that kind of thing. So it's weird. It's usually funny when you say inside, like amongst Nigerians, but personally, our tribe does it,
Hmm.
But see, do I say our tribe? Like I know everyone in our tribe, but I'm just saying like a larger part of the tribe doesn't like or has never just been open to the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think I'll be open to eating snake or trying snake infused wine, but not dogs. I'll be open to trying frogs, but not
Yeah.
dogs. I think for me, it's just because, like,
Why not dogs? Why?
I think it's the domestic element of them, right? It's like,
Same. Same.
you know, it's
I
this,
don't
it's this,
know.
it's the same reason why, like, I don't necessarily think of a fish as like a pet because I love fish, and like,
Oh,
yeah,
oh. So do you
yeah.
eat lamb? No.
Well, I don't like meat in general. It doesn't mean I'm gonna get a cow as a pet. No, but that's
Okay,
just like
way
a
to go.
preference.
Way to go. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. There's a sentimental aspect to it,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
But that was a nice little icebreaker.
really good, actually.
So this episode, we're having a very fun conversation about roommates. And just a little background, Kez is my roommate. We don't share the same room, but we share an apartment. And it's been an amazing, amazing, amazing year. We actually got our
Um,
lease renewal today, which made me so sad. I was just telling my mom, Kez,
Oh,
I
like
was
I
like,
really don't want to talk about it. Like
I
I
know.
really don't want to plan for next year.
I know, same. But Kez and I are housemates. We share an apartment, and what better person to have this conversation on roommates with than like my actual roommate, who is the best. So, give it up for Kez again.
Yay! Hey guys.
So I'll just like get right into it. What are you guys' thoughts on sharing a living space? Obviously, for me, I have a roommate or a housemate, so I personally do not like to live alone, and I don't think I ever want to. So I'm like game for sharing space. But what about you guys?
I've tried living alone, and you're actually my third roommate. There's pros and cons for both, I think. Like,
Mm.
obviously, if you live alone, it can get lonely sometimes, but um, you have the whole entire space for yourself, so you can do pretty much anything. But with a roommate, I think it's just fun to have someone around, right? Like when you go home from work and you have someone to talk to, or just like
Yeah,
spend movie night with and stuff.
yeah, definitely.
Personally, I I don't mind the idea, but it's not necessarily something I would go for naturally, right? So I personally am big on everyone is big on privacy. Most people are big on privacy, but I just like my space and I'm used to it. So it's not something that I maybe say I prefer. It's something. Oh, I do prefer it, but it's something I've been used to over time. So I've just gone with the flow, right? So I'm an only child, so I've always been used to my own space when my parents do go on trips or whatever. And I've done well for myself in managing my space, being aware of my environment, or finding stuff to do. So I've never really felt the gap or void of not having someone around. However, when I do have people or a roommate, or when I've had roommates that I did appreciate or like, it was a better experience than being
Mhm.
alone. I don't know if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
It,
Yeah.
That's a really good point because I feel like if you're sharing a place with someone you don't get along with, that's might as well just live alone
live
for me.
alone, right? Same.
Yeah.
I agree. Would you guys like room with a friend that you know already, or would you shy away from it?
I've experienced that once. She's a one of my closest friends, and she was my like first ever roommate back in freshman and sophomore year.
Mhm.
Um, it was okay, but I think personally I would prefer being roommates with someone I don't know, like just like us. Like we start out
Yeah.
as strangers and then we become friends and like.
Yeah. No, same for me. I don't think I would ever want to be roommates with or housemates with any of my friends. And not because I don't love my friends. I just think for my friends, because we've not set that boundary of living together, it's going to be hard to backtrack on that. It's like we're already over familiar with each other and like we're just in each other's spaces like whenever they come to visit. And I feel like when if we were to share a space together, it would be hard to be like, okay, let's put a schedule out. If you don't do this, I'm going to get mad at you, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah. Yeah. So I
yeah.
wouldn't want to either.
It's harder to set the boundaries, I think, once you're
Yeah,
already friends.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so.
I could do it, but again, like you guys, I prefer maybe someone random first, then, we grow into a friendship. Maybe just finding things that are common, between the both of us, then a good friendship can then, brew later on. But, it is difficult setting boundaries with a friend, you know.
Mhm.
It's just a whole different game.
Mhm.
So you've had a good friendship for so long, but living together is a whole different thing entirely. And
Mhm.
boundaries that are set during that time sometimes could break the friendship. And you discover, if you do personal reflection, that if we never lived together, would have never had a problem and you probably still be friends.
Yeah,
So
Right, right.
it's just, yeah, there's some little tiny details that make, you know, that kind of decision kind of awkward. Yeah.
I agree. Would you guys live
Same.
with like a girlfriend or a boyfriend, like a partner
And then
before? Yeah.
sign a lease together.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think like sign a lease together. Like I wouldn't do that, but just like staying over for months or just like weeks or months together, I would be fine with that.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, so
I
you would
think
never, sorry, really quick, you would never like live with your boyfriend or girlfriend until I'm guessing like marriage?
Or until like to like sign a lease together until like we're super serious and like I know we're gonna end up together.
Yeah. That was, yeah, same for me. I don't think I would ever want to live with my man until like maybe I'm engaged. But to your point, I definitely would want to like stay over for weekends or a few weeks and stuff like that to
when
like,
I have two questions.
yeah.
When does leave, like, when does the count of the number of days for leave start? So when we say leave, is leave, is it after 2 months is classified as leaving with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or after 3 weeks is classified as leaving with your boyfriend or girlfriend? Because some boyfriends or girlfriends do
Mhm.
stay over for like bedtime, and they would say, "Oh, I'm not leaving. I'm just staying over. Like I'm not living with him. I'm just staying." So,
Yeah,
well, when do we
visiting.
start to count, as living with your boyfriend?
I feel
I
like
think
for me, yeah, go
you
ahead,
can go.
sorry. If you come in and you don't have a departure time, like
Assistant
That's
departure time.
so
Is your
true.
house an airport? It's a
like
departure time.
when you come, like when you go visit somewhere, you're like, okay, I'm gonna leave here in a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
But when you
Mm-hmm.
go in and you're like, yeah, we'll see, we'll see. You're living with him, or
At
he's
that
living
point,
with
that
you.
person's not gonna leave.
Right, exactly. That's what I classify as living together because you don't have
Yeah.
any like like next steps. Well, not next
Yeah,
steps,
yeah.
but
I get
yeah,
that.
you get what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassie, have anything to add?
No, I agree. I think like I said, like living together with a few months, like I would want that just to see like how it just shows how compatible you are too, right? Because
Yeah,
Hmm.
you'll know just everything about them, I think.
My
yeah.
second
Um,
question was actually gonna be, so I appreciated the fact that you both did mention like marriage in
Hmm.
passing, but I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. And my question would be, would it be super important for you to have your name on the list if you're married? Like, it's that critical for you? Like, yo, I'm sorry, my name has to be on the list. Let's assume he had the house before he married you, right? And
Mm.
now you're married. Is that going to be something you're going to bring up in conversation that, now we're married, I love you and everything, but I would appreciate it if my name is on the lease. Oh,
I've
my name is on
honestly,
the deed, not lease. Okay, let's assume it's rented or whatever and
Mm.
stuff. I would want my name on the lease, or I want my name on the deed. What do you guys think?
I've honestly never thought about it.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about it now. Okay, I think I
Yeah.
know what mine would be.
Go,
So
shoot.
if it's a lease, like it's an apartment that he's renting,
Hmm.
if we went into it together, obviously I would want my name on the lease as well, right? Like the way Kez and I are on the same lease, like same. However, to your point, Lamide, if he had rented it before and I came into the mix, if it's a lease, I don't really think I care if we're being honest, right? Because it's not like he owns it or yeah, I don't really think I care if it's a lease. If it's a house that he bought and like we're married now and it's our family house or like it's the house we're supposed to raise our kids together in, I think in that case I would be more inclined to say I want to be like a part owner of this house. And if that means like me dropping, money in utilities or mortgage, like obviously I would do my share too, right? I wouldn't just like expect to be put on the house just because I love you. Or I mean, that could work, but like I would want to put in stuff as well if he's bought the house before I came into his life. But for a house that he owns, I think I would be more inclined to want to be part of the ownership of that, just for me to feel like, okay, this is our family house. For month to month rental, that is not going into like a long term buyout, less so. If I'm pitching in rent and stuff, like I don't really care if I'm on the lease or not.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I think especially if I'm paying rent to or like
Yeah,
paying a part of the house, let's say,
yeah,
then I would want to be a part of the um lease or the
Deed.
agreement, like deed.
Hmm.
Yep.
But
yeah.
let's say he's bought it outright, like he owns it, like he owns the land, he owns the crib, like it's outright. It's not like he doesn't have anything to pay anymore. Like, is that
Mm,
something like, I say this because sometimes hard conversations are usually very
mm-hmm,
interesting conversations that need to be had
Yep.
that couples do
mm-hmm,
shy away from. And I just
Yep.
thought it would be interesting, since we're talking about living together, living
yeah,
spaces, that,
yeah,
to your point, Lade, if we are going to raise a family here,
mm-hmm,
because it's the little things, right? Because you hear things like, it's my house. you
Yeah.
probably want to take away that form of, you know,
That's true.
mm,
Yep.
you want to take away that form of entitlement from a
Yeah.
man
Yep.
Hmm.
or a woman if it's on the flip side that you can, because you know how they say a building is a house but a family makes the home. You
Right.
Yeah.
know, it wouldn't be what it wouldn't be what it is
Hmm.
without, if in a marriage, without the influence of a wife usually, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I'm just saying, it's
Yeah.
interesting. That's why I
In
asked
that
the question.
case, if I'm being honest, if he bought it outright and like
Hmm.
I have nothing else to pitch,
Hmm.
this might sound selfish, but I'm still going to want to be part of the deed, like the ownership. I want to be included, especially if I'm your wife and like I'm the one that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And this is the home. This is not like a side home that he owns on the side, like property, like one of the
Hmm.
properties, right? This is like our home. So I would want to be a part owner of that. And I know that's selfish because I didn't put in money physically for it, but that's just what I would want. And I think, yeah,
Kaz,
that's,
what are your thoughts?
You made a good point about like being entitled to the house
yeah.
and just saying how, like, for example, we're arguing, and then because I am not part of the deed, then they have the right to say that it's their house. They can
Mhm.
do whatever they want and all that. So
Hmm.
yeah, that is complicated. Um,
It
it would
is.
be yeah.
It is. I
Wait,
don't.
actually, I want to flip it on you, Lamide, because you're a guy, right? If you buy a house,
I was slowly trying to segue away from
I
it,
know.
but
Let's hear your opinions. If you buy a house, and you can be honest,
hmm.
right? Because I, I,
Hmm.
I think my answer was kind of selfish, but hey, that's how I feel.
Hmm.
If you buy a house, it's in your
Hmm.
name, your wife, she comes into your life, she moves into the house.
Hmm.
Would you want to put her as an owner for the house
No,
with you?
Of
No?
no,
course.
no, and I, I'll say I'll give my reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's different. You know how you want to have something for yourself. Like if I've made all the payments outright, a,
Mm-hmm.
a house for a man or for me might be symbolic, right?
Mm-hmm.
For all my achievements and my hard work and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and if I have that, it might not mean much to you, right? Or it might not even mean anything, like me just slapping your name one day and life moves on, whatever. But I think at the back of my mind, it might be a sense of achievement for me that I did this for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that might sound selfish on my part, but I'm not, I might not be readily open. Let me just put it like this. I'm not readily open to the idea, but it's possible for a woman to convince me otherwise,
Yeah.
right? So again, it's not an easy ask and wouldn't be an easy answer to just give. My
Mm-hmm.
outright answer would be no. But again, I might use it as a present for her one day, and something
Mm-hmm.
romantic that, I reviewed the deed on the house and I wanted to include you. I think even in that way, it might have more meaning to
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
her that I
Yeah.
thought of her in that sense. But
Hmm.
just you asking one random morning, again, I think it does depend when you ask. If you ask me or you bring it up before we're married, oh my God, it's probably a deal breaker because I
Yeah.
think
Really?
it's gonna be a
Um,
deal breaker. If you
Really? But I
ask
think
me if
that's
I'm
the
gonna
type of
switch,
conversation you
it's
should
such a
have.
huge
no,
thing.
because I feel she's already weaponizing it in her mind. She's already thinking of the weapon she can use. Like, why are you asking if? Okay, so you already have the information that I own my home. I own my home outright, and now you're asking if I would change
I
the
think it's how you
deeds.
look at it, though. I think so. Because if you're looking at it from a mindset of like weaponizing, then I can see how your defense mechanism goes up. But if
Hmm.
you're looking at it as like, hey, she wants to know if this is like all in, like this for her is just showing how we want to merge. But if you look at it from that like mindset of, and I do agree, because I'm not gonna lie to you, Lamde, if roles were switched, and as much as I said I would want the guy to put it in his name,
Uh-huh.
sorry, I want the guy to put my name on it. Just the type
Uh-huh.
of person I am and how like I like to own my shit. A
Uh-huh.
part of me would feel less for not contributing to that. Like it feels like I me owning it, quote unquote, I didn't work for it.
Mm.
But to what I was saying earlier is I think it's how you look at it, because yes, you're right. It might become a weaponizing thing that she uses later down, but it might also not. Maybe she
But
just.
aren't there like other ways to contribute to that makes you feel part of the house? Why does the deed matter? Again, I see both sides very well. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah, I know
You
you
know,
are. Yeah, it's just owning the home, right? It's when you buy groceries, you contribute to the
hmm
groceries and you eat the
hmm
groceries. You don't remember, oh, who bought the groceries
Oh, some people
November
remember.
23rd.
Some
No, no, no,
people
no, like
remember.
November 23rd,
I'm
2021.
messing. Yeah, I'm messing around.
Right?
hmm
However, with the home, the value itself, I think, is what weighs so much. It's like this is a home versus we're contributing gas, or like we're paying water bills, or and the home itself appreciates over time. And those are all
mm
the factors that, it's kind of similar, synonymous to like a girl taking the guy's name, right? It's like it weighs so much. And
hmm
there's the what's the term for it? There's like meaning behind it, just beyond the baseline, like, oh, I took the guy's name or my name is on the deed.
It's all
I get
good.
it. It's like scary if you guys are just still dating and not yet like married to have
Mhm.
the girl or the guy ask if they can be put they can put their name on the deed, right?
hmm
I think it's a conversation that should happen before you get married, I think. Because I mean, obviously don't ask when you're just like a year in, or
Mhm.
you're not going to get married. Like if you're engaged, I think these are the conversations you should be having. Tough conversations about finances like this, or living situations. How
Yeah.
many times is your mom going to come and visit? um like,
Right,
yeah,
right.
questions
But
like
just
Mhm.
that.
even a final thought on it. Does
Hmm.
it really even matter? I just started to think about it more. I'm guessing divorce.
Oh, Jesus.
If a divorce does happen, I
Hmm.
mean, you still get like 50% of all assets, right? So maybe it's not really an issue at the end of the day because
It depends.
it depends whether your name's
Did
It
the
on the deed or
prenups
depends.
not.
affect that?
Okay, see, you're speaking my language, boo.
Well,
You know?
you taught me this.
Lolalde,
I had no idea.
yo. When you said a prenup, blood ears went ding 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 ding.
No, literally, Kes and I have had this conversation on how
Yeah.
like I want to have a prenup. Um, it depends, and the reason why I said it depends is with divorces, it depends on who makes more. So if the woman makes more, she usually gives like there's a split, because the way they think about it is whoever makes more and whoever makes less contributed in other ways to help like the family and as a whole.
And that's what I don't like. That's what I hate about divorces, right? When it
Hmm.
comes to things like assets and money, I'm sorry
Hmm.
to hijack the conversation from you,
No, this
Lola,
is
but
cool.
when it comes to things like assets and money, I hate
Yeah.
the sentimental. I don't hate it. I don't like. I feel the sentimental value attached to, marriage in terms of division of assets.
Hmm.
There's no there's no template really. You understand what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's no template to follow in terms of like cooking equals two cars. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
Mhm.
buying groceries equals you can keep the house in Cabo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
there's just
That's
Yeah.
some
so
things
true.
like taking the kids to school is a personal responsibility. Like, are you not going to take your kids to school because you want to keep a house, or you don't want to keep like it's
Yeah.
crap to me, and I feel like which is why I hate divorce, the concept of divorce, right? I feel like you should. marriage should be, of course, divorce can happen or should happen in abusive relationships, and wherever it is necessary. But this whole normalizing of, I get married 10 days later, or regret to announce to the public that we're officially divorced, why we grew apart, like all those things, bullshit to me. But like the whole divorce concept, I feel feels the the arrogance of divorce lawyers thinking they can put value on
Mm,
emotional and natural responsibilities of parents or
Mhm.
spouses. You're putting your lives in the hands of random people to value the amount of input you put into your relationship. And I don't like that
Yeah.
personally, but that's my final piece on it. I feel like I've hijacked this conversation completely, but
No.
wait,
yeah,
because that's their decision, right? Like the lawyer's decision,
exactly.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends. It depends
or
on you if you guys can't make an amicable uh
like agreement.
agreement.
Yeah,
Exactly, right? So a lot of times you can say this is what we want and the lawyer just helps to facilitate that in the sign off. But if somebody's saying I want this, the other person is saying no, then your lawyers have to advocate for you guys and get to a middle ground, and that's where you have
right.
the battles and stuff. But prenup, I personally don't think you don't have to be rich to sign a prenup. Sign a prenup, get to an agreement, and yeah, I'm personally team prenup. I think every couple should do it.
Okay. Let's head back to roommates discussion now. So, on that note, what are the must-have traits for you guys when choosing or picking roommates? Like, are there any must-have traits, or are there like some absolute no's that you can't stand in roommates?
First, I think a must-have is someone who like respects their personal space. I think that's really important.
Mhm.
Important,
Mm,
just because you're already sharing like a living space, and the kitchen or just like whatever you're sharing, but you want your personal space, right? So I think that's really important. And then someone who's chill and someone I can get along with, I think. And of course, like someone who's like clean, but doesn't have to be like a clean freak or anything.
Mhm. What about
How
the
about you guys?
nose? What about your nose, Kez?
My nose?
Yeah.
like your
Then
absolute no's.
Oh no. Someone who's rude, who um who's passive aggressive because I hate tensions.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely agree with Kez. I think must haves for me, you have to be clean, you have to be cool,
Cool.
respectful. Yes, cool. Respect when I say cool, like obviously not like too cool for school, just not weird. Like you just there's just some weird people and you're just like, what are you doing? Respectful, you need to know how to communicate. I also think for us, like something that I really valued in our housemate relationship, roommate, and now friendship is that we have a lot of things in common.
Hmm.
And that's really helped us just like bond really well. And I think moving forward, if I were to ever get a roommate, sad face, I'm definitely going to look for that, like just having a lot of commonalities and, personality, the things you like to do, and all of that.
I think that's yeah. I think that's one of the reasons we get along so well. Because we have like just so many things in common. Also,
So many things in common. Yeah.
yeah. Also, another thing I think a no for me is someone who's very like bossy. Just like wants
Yes.
something that's yeah. I don't know. Just
Yeah.
who tells you what
Yeah.
to do all the time.
I agree. We actually want to like describe our dynamic a little bit to people. So basically, Kez and I were both Libras.
Hmm.
We both work in the biotech industry.
Same
We're
age.
same age, a week apart, a week. What else? We have like similar hobbies, like we like the same things.
Hmm.
We think so alike. Like, okay, we went out on when did we go out?
Oh
Was
my
it
god! Last Saturday, literally, you weren't
Saturday?
even saying anything, right?
No, I just saw your face. Okay, so let me give you a debrief. So we were walking, we had gone somewhere, and we were walking to another spot. I think we went to a bar and we were walking to like another bar, and we could spot like one of those what do they call them?
Um,
Electric
Scooters,
scooter.
yeah.
And then everyone was just like walking past it, and I saw it. Kez saw it. We didn't see anything, and then Kez was like, "Does anyone want to ride?" And I was like, "I want to ride." And everybody else was just looking at us like, "No, we're not riding this shit." Uh,
One had the same like idea to write it. That was so
yeah,
funny.
but stuff like that. What else? We just like, and I don't think like we're exactly the same, because I do think Kez is way more chill than I am. Even with relationships, we have like similar relationship past.
Mhm.
So we just, and there are
It's
times
crazy.
when it's crazy. There are
Yeah.
times when like the exact same thing that's happening to you with a guy is happening to me with a guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Exact.
It's so weird. Just how many things the similarities that we have.
Yeah. No, but so yes, I feel like must have in a roommate, Kez. Just duplicate Kez.
Literally, when remember when we were playing a game? I think it was one of our during one of our game nights, and then someone asked what was the best thing that happened this year, and we both said like just finding each
Each
other.
other. Yes,
It
I
was so
know. And then everybody got jealous.
Cute.
Lamide, everyone was like, sorry, sorry.
Super cute. I like that.
cute.
The
uh,
sync of it all, the sync of it all. I
I
mean,
know.
to be honest, finding your person in today's world is rare, but when you do find that person, you have to hold on to them because, I
Yeah.
mean, the world right now is just a whole different landscape, right? And
Yeah.
just finding people that you connect with on that level, even if it's just a simple but really healthy friendship, is
Mhm.
worth holding on to and value and appreciating. So I totally get it. I mean, reconnecting with Lolalde after a long ass amount of years,
Yeah.
I feel like, and it's weird how much I value our friendship, and I can say to a certain degree, I have lived life through her eyes in the past two
Mhm.
years because of how much real conversations that we've had. And I get a unique perspective to a whole lot of things. I kind of feel I'm a third wheel, an appreciated third wheel in her and Kez's friendship and some of our other friendships, just because, I mean, it's just how, again, you treat a friend. It's healthy, and I get that. So I definitely can relate with
But
Yeah.
you
you
know what?
guys.
I was so
What?
surprised when I was so surprised knowing that you guys haven't seen each other in like so long, right?
Yeah.
Like you guys
Years.
are like you guys
Okay.
seem like you guys have known each other for like
Yeah. Can
such a
I
long
can I
time.
can I make a public service announcement, please?
Okay.
Lamide, okay, you need to get your ass to visit us like before Feb of next year. It needs to
Yep.
happen. We're saying
I'm
it
gonna
on
Yep.
the
make that
podcast.
happen, actually.
It
No,
needs
I'm
to happen.
we'll show you around. Like it's gonna be so much fun.
Yes.
It definitely
Yes.
is gonna be that. So yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. Actually,
Okay.
the only reason why it hasn't happened up until this moment is because I didn't expect like exams to be the way they were this final past few weeks. Plus, I think your schedule, Ladi, has been
Oh,
hilariously hectic. The
Ridiculous.
amount of nerves running through Lola Day right now this past month. I don't want to explain to the rest of the world, but yeah, she's not been having good sleep. So
yeah.
yeah,
We'll make
I'm
it
guessing that,
happen.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna work towards it, and we're gonna plan it out, and I'm sure it's gonna be the best time ever.
Yeah.
So
It'll be
I'm
fun.
excited.
I'm excited. How about you, Lamide? What are your must-have traits and absolute no's in a roommate?
I'll just echo everything that you said in caps, and maybe just add the fact that maybe in terms of nose, I might sound like a douche,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to approve. I would say pets.
Mm.
Then, if it's a must have for you, I have to approve the pet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being I'm being as real as possible, just because like I don't want some weird ass. ah, Maybe I shouldn't go into specifics. I don't want people judging me, but yeah, I'll just say pets. So you guys
Mhm.
should guess the kind of pets I might not like. But I
What kind
will
of
say,
pets do you approve?
oh my god, Kaz, don't do this to me.
I want to know.
um, I like dogs, Kaz, but
Right.
I've had damning experiences with them, and I'll just share two quick ones. There's one dog that my mom's sister had, and they made me get comfortable enough with this dog to play with, and play with, have a good time, or whatever. And the dog, one faithful day, turns her back on me and bites my face.
Face.
And my
Yeah.
face. I had to go to um the hospital for a week constantly to get anti-rabies injection, and it was a huge strain on my parents because we had to get it from the factory directly, put the anti-rabies injection in a pack of ice, and drive all the way down to the hospital because the injections weren't available at the hospital. I had to drive
That
all
is
the way to the
crazy.
hospital where it was available to get injected with it. So, and I hate needles. So I was always reciting Bible verses whenever I was about to get shot with an injection. It's just conversation for a whole another day. Then the second time I was wearing all white. I was looking sexy as fuck. I was good, and I just wanted to say hi, nothing more. I didn't even engage in aggressive play. And she saw me and she pounced on me and stained my white. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, what happens now? And I
Wait, this
couldn't
is
go
the
back
same
and
dog.
change. No, it's a different dog. So I'm
Okay.
just saying, once you'll be like, okay, we'll move past it. Twice, I'm beginning to see a pattern. So that's why I say I have to approve the dog. And
Yeah, no, but that makes sense.
so
Okay.
yeah.
To wrap this up, I
Hmm.
actually have a fun game, which you
Oh my
guys are
god.
not prepped for this because I just thought about it right now.
Okay.
It's gonna be like rapid fire. Guess who? So let's assume Kez,
I'm nervous.
Lola, and Lamide live together. Okay.
Hmm.
Let's
Hmm.
Okay.
assume we all live in an apartment together. I'm gonna throw out some questions, and you guys have to like say your guess on who that person would be out of all three of us.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
excited and nervous at the same time.
Same.
Okay. Who would be the person to sleep the most?
Uh,
Lamide.
Lamide.
Lamide. Lamide.
Literally, I literally
Okay.
said that in my head.
Lamide. I'm happy,
Because
like we all know.
I remember you saying you would wake up late, right?
Cares,
Mhm.
which is why you're amazing. Like you pay attention to the details, and
Oh
I
my
literally,
gosh.
I knew Lolalde would just be like, "Yo," in her head, it's like, "Ding, ding, ding, Lamide," because so many times I'm telling her like, "Yo, Lolalde, I'm sleeping in today. I'm just chilling." Like I
No,
have a rest
yeah.
day. I have a rest
He
day
has a
where
rest day.
yo, I literally purposefully do not do anything work related, just to recalibrate because I go
Recalibrate. I like
hard
that.
all through the week and I just need it. So yeah, definitely me. Good question, actually.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, Lamide, Kez has the best memory. Like,
Really? I don't
no
think
joke.
so.
I would tell Kez about one of my coworkers,
Uh huh.
like today, and I that work with that coworker, I've already forgotten their name. And Kez would be like, "Oh, isn't that this person?" I'm like, "How did you remember their name? I spoke to them today, but I don't remember their name."
That's good. I mean, she definitely proved that to me 2 minutes ago, so I believe in that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
um. Okay. If, and this is like a question we should all go around, if one of us won the lottery, what do you think we would do first?
Wait, let me think about it.
Okay.
Mm,
If one of us won the lottery, What do
Mm-hmm.
you think we would do first?
If Lolalde won it, I
Mm-hmm.
think she would plan a lavish vacation or trip for her friends and herself, in which everything to the T is accounted for. And I think it would be an awesome vacation. It's a wild guess, but I think that's what she would do.
I think that's true. I'll do
I
two.
think so too.
One for my friends, one for my family.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
because you need that.
Yeah.
You need that
Yeah, and just going off the
vacation.
fact that she loves trips and vacations. She loves to
Yeah.
travel. So as much as she's doing herself a favor, she's also like sharing that experience. And the project management side definitely comes to play in the planning of the whole
Plan it. I'll
trip.
have a whole dance.
So she's enjoying herself more than normal. So it's gonna be like a whole thing for her. She's having a good time planning it and living the experience. For Kaz, I'm I've not lived with you enough to know like the really.
Yeah.
I've not lived with you at all. Simply I said I've not lived with you enough. I've not lived with you yet.
I mean, honestly, Lavender, with the amount of time we talk, you practically live
Yeah,
with me.
I feel like I'm part of. So again,
No, we're all
yeah,
roommates.
we're all roommates. It kind of shows you guys how close we are.
Wait,
But
can I
if
say
I'm,
something really quick?
go
Guys,
ahead.
Kez has been our honorary third AP member.
Yes,
Everything she saw first. The website, she was there when we were making
facts.
the music. She was there when we hit big milestones. So
Yo,
No, it
practically,
was
big
so fun to
facts,
see you guys start from like scratch,
yeah,
literally
right?
scratch, to making your own music and like
yeah.
just everything, doing it together.
Thank you. Yeah, but
Thanks.
Kez is definitely the unofficial third member on the
Mhm.
Adult Puzzle podcast. She saw everything first and she had inputs from the very beginning. So yeah. But if I had to just answer the question for Kez, if I'm to take a wild guess, I would say maybe treat herself to like a, I don't know, wellness. I don't know. I want to say like, and I know Kez loves outdoors, right? So that wellness trip is more geared towards like maybe an adrenaline kicking kind of chain of events. I don't know. Like money is a very weird thing, right? Because you probably want to do something that is way out of your comfort zone that normal people can't do. But I can't just pinpoint something that you would like. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm rambling at this point, but I would just
Wait,
say adventurous stuff. I don't know.
wait, can I say what I think for you, Kez, before you
What?
Yeah,
say what you
yeah,
think?
go ahead.
What?
I feel like everything you said for me, Lamide, is Kez, but just take out the lavish. Kez would want to go on a
Oh,
trip,
okay.
but
Okay.
it doesn't because she's super chill. So she just wants to like explore kind of like a local. So try all the foods, like the hot
Mm,
Restaurants
spots.
are, yeah, restaurants
Yes,
for
yes,
sure.
yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's what I think you would
That's
do.
so true.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna revise mine now. So for Kes, I think of course I already got an expo, but yeah, I think you're gonna go on like a restaurant, what do they
Hmm.
call that thing?
A
When
food
it's a bar,
tour?
it's like a bar hop. So like restaurants, like going around different restaurants,
Restaurant from
like
try different restaurants.
yeah, exactly, and just try
Yes.
different food. Yeah, I think that's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
whenever I travel, I would look for the restaurants first.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Kaz, you want to guess for
Oh my
Lola?
god, this is so hard for you. I don't know, guys.
Yeah, try Lola if you can think of anything. Let's even push me
No,
up.
Lola, I agree with you.
Oh,
Vacation.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let me try and go for Lamide and then maybe that
Yeah.
helps. So I think for Lamide, whether or not I'm right, I don't know. I think Lamide is going to buy like the most, like artifacts. So things that over time their value have just like increased, kind of like art,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
not necessarily like paintings, he would do it for like music and movies, like movies that
Yo,
like he would
yo,
want to go see like a lot. Yeah.
I love the fact that we're friends because it speaks to my I don't know. I see the goodness of myself through you sometimes. And that's definitely something I would do. So I mean, I'm definitely into like investing in things that do appreciate over time.
Hmm.
And because movies and like music or entertainment and tech and sports are like my sweet spot, I
Hmm.
could definitely see myself buying a huge amount or collecting, whether it's art or memorabilia. So
Hmm.
whether it's like sports jerseys that could be worth a
Right.
lot in future, or like it could be anything that
Yep.
has history, that is rich in history, and I'm
Yep.
just collecting that, whether
Yep.
it's in shape of NFTs or whatever. I love exclusive and meaningful
Yep.
story filled, yeah, things.
Did I
So
get
good,
that?
good
I'm
job.
actually
That's
proud of
so
Good job.
myself.
interesting. That's so
Good job.
interesting. Do you actually collect those stuff now? Like you're trying to collect all those things right now?
um I wouldn't say I have the bag for the kind of things I want to be
Soon,
collecting
soon, 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 soon.
so
Okay.
soon. So you just look at them and be like, I wish, very
Mm-hmm.
soon. But it's definitely something I love. Like, I wish I had the wealth to just wake up one day and buy the catalog of my favorite uh maybe R&B artists, whatever. So I look them up, I send them an email and be like, yo, I want to give you 5 mil for your entire catalog, or I want to give you 10, 20, 50 mil, whatever it is for your catalog. That's money that they do not have in the present, and it might be an idea that they might be open to, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
for me, it's just something beautiful. It's not basically because I'm going to use the music for anything, but because I appreciate their work and art, I want to place a value on that and I want to have that exclusively. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, Lola, for you, I think aside from vacation, I just thought about this. Maybe like, um, open a business, like something
Oh
big.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely invest.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
She's a boss bitch.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Oh, another thing, I've always dreamt of this. So maybe, yeah. So have an estate or a long ass
Oh.
piece of land for all my nearest and dearest to live with me. This does not include family by
Oh.
default. When I say nearest and dearest, I mean having a long ass piece of land where I'm living in house A
Mm-hmm.
and Kez is living in house C, and Lola is living in house B, and let's say another really good friend is living in house D. It might not, it doesn't have to be like the regular home or permanent residence, but it could be like vacation homes for everybody. But like we all own the homes on that, they say, street or in that
Mm.
estate. That's always been a dream of mine to
So Lamide,
just,
you're buying us all vacation homes soon, right? That's
Thank
what I'm
you.
well,
hearing. Thank you.
amen to that.
Thank
Amen.
you.
Thank you. You guys heard it
Amen.
first, okay?
That's a
But yeah, that
promise.
Right?
yeah, if the money's there, it's definitely happening. I've
It's
always
gonna be in
wanted
our
that.
name too, right? It's gonna be in our name too, right?
Okay, yes. It's gonna be your name. Your name's gonna be on the deed. All the way to close out the episode. Yeah.
I know. Okay, last question. This one should be
Yeah.
quick. It's Saturday morning. We wake
hmm
up. Kez, guess what is Lamide doing?
Oh.
Sleeping.
You say sleeping?
Oh my
Honestly,
god.
you're probably right. Cause
Just
yeah.
chilling
Rodney,
or sleeping.
I'm
Just at
still
home.
sleeping or chilling. It's the truth. Yo, it's super crazy how correct that is. Cause
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Cause
yeah.
awesome, man. Good for you.
Okay, Lamide, guess for Kez. Saturday morning, what's she doing?
Um, it's hard, but I'm gonna go for two options. I would
Okay.
say going on a hike or mm, maybe playing around on her phone. It's just a wild guess. I don't know.
Definitely the first thing I do when I wake up is play with my phone. But
Yeah,
Saturday morning, probably try to walk outside or work out.
yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
hike. I was gonna say coffee shop maybe, or like
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
something out. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. I know for you.
Definitely. Yes, we all
Oh,
know.
I know what it is for you.
Oh wait, what's your guess, Lavender?
Oh, I should go first. I would say
Yeah.
workout.
A specific
What
type.
specifically?
Kickboxing.
Yeah.
I see my demons.
Kickboxing, yo. She
For
doesn't joke
sure.
with that at all.
I
At all.
know.
Like, yeah. It's
Uh,
important for her, for her blood flow and just
yeah.
setting the day right, yo. She's definitely not joking with the kickboxing.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually really strong now because I started kickboxing at the top of this year. And I think if I were to get into a fight, I might win.
you rate your
Loki.
chances, yeah?
I think so. Because
I
I
think I'm
actually
gonna get into some trouble now.
oh
Kaz, feel
god.
free, feel free to slap any chick that gets on your nerves. Emphasis on chicks, just slap
She'll help
females
me out.
only.
And then say my roommate's gonna fight you.
And in case the lady gets in your face like, who the fuck are you, and you be like, yo, you need to slow down because you haven't seen my roommate. She's a badass. And when you put a call through to Lola and she doesn't answer, you're gonna be like, oh no.
And then she's gonna be like, Kes, you're on.
Oh my god.
I'm dead.
This was so fun. Thank you so much, Kaz, for joining. I had so much
Thanks,
fun. I feel like I
thanks for
had so much
having
more
me.
fun. It
Yeah,
didn't
We
feel
laugh
like
so much more, I feel like.
I know.
yeah. I feel like this episode, I don't mean to sound, but I think you've said it yourself. I rate this episode more than the last one. So maybe all good things do happen. So I
Yeah.
really, really did enjoy
Let's
this
hope
take.
so. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for having me. I had so much fun.
Of
Thank
course.
you
And
for
you have to
coming,
come
Kaz.
back.
Of
And
Yeah.
course.
exactly, I was just about to say that you didn't have to oblige our second call, but you did. And you were fun as always. So
No.
thank you.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your day, Lamide. Kez and I are heading to the Bay Area
Oh
tomorrow.
my
I'm
God.
so excited.
I'm so
Oh
excited
my
too.
God. Wait to make a man feel left out, but y'all have fun.
Thank you, thank you.
Hopefully, I'm heading to Porter tomorrow as well to go join my grandparents for a huge Thanksgiving. Eat some
Yay.
turkey this Thursday. So
Hmm.
I'm excited. I'm
I'm
excited.
really excited. And I guess that's a good way to wrap up the episode. Thanksgiving is coming up. We're gonna drop this episode after Thanksgiving. So I hope
Mm-hmm.
everyone
Mm-hmm.
had a nice Thanksgiving and
Yep.
really just think about the meaning behind, why we have the big dinner. Just so many things to be thankful for. We've come
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
almost 365 days. We're not there yet, but we're
Mm-hmm.
we're almost at the 12th
So
month,
close.
12th month, so close.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
there's
Mm-hmm.
just so much to be thankful for. And everyone that's listening, know that we're thankful for you, for
Mm-hmm.
giving us the time and for rocking with us, supporting us, and just, having fun with us because ultimately this is a fun ride for us. And we hope you guys are enjoying it as well.
And yeah, till we come your way again, same time next week. This is the Adult Puzzle Podcast, and I'm Lamide, and with me is Lolalde. Peace out.
Peace. Bye, Kaz. Bye,
Bye
Lamide.
bye.
Bye, boo.